So you're traveling to Cancun and you'll be staying at the Riu Caribe and you want to know what it's hitting for? Watch this video. So I thought the property was very, very beautiful. I love the architecture and the design. Very similar to, most of the Riu resorts. This one is not a new resort, but I do want to say that it was recently renovated. And yeah, we had no complaints. Everything was nice and clean, which is always something that I'm looking for. Okay, so now let's get into the room. So again, everything was nice and clean, which is a 10 out of 10 in my book always. This is the shower. It didn't have the big overhead shower rings that I like, but we made it do what it do. It had the double sinks in there. Yeah, just a standard bathroom. The room we stayed in had double queen beds, and my friend had the resort decorate because it was me and another one of my friends and our niece's birthday. So yep, they did some decorating, and of course they have the infamous Riu liquor in the rooms, and then that was just the mini fridge that had Pepsi products. I'm gonna dock them off for that because I'm a Coca-Cola girl. But that is our view from the balcony. Nothing major. So overall, I thought that the property was very, very beautiful. We literally had no complaints, and yeah, I would give the actual property itself a 8 out of 10. Okay, so let's talk entertainment. If you've ever stayed at a Riu before, then you know that they do parties big. But at this particular resort, I've never seen a Riu host parties like this resort. When I tell you, they had different types of themes. They had body paints. They had foam all over the place. And it was so packed. It was a little bit too packed for my liking, to be honest. But yeah, if you're looking for a party resort, this will definitely be the resort for you. Other than the parties, I didn't see much other entertainment being offered. So yeah, it's basically just like a resort for parties. But I will say that they put on for their parties, okay? So for the entertainment, I'll give it like a 7 out of 10. Okay, so moving on to the food. They had the standard, Riu buffet, nothing spectacular. It's just all-inclusive resort breakfast and lunch and dinner buffet. So this is just a little bit of things that I got recorded. They had bacon, fresh fruit, omelets, the regular. I did appreciate that they had the buffet open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I thought that that was good because sometimes resorts don't offer that. So, yep, breakfast, lunch, and dinner buffet. I can't remember exactly how many a la carte restaurants they had there, but I want to say they at least had 5. Our favorite was the steakhouse. The steakhouse is what the buffet turns into when it gets time for dinner. But anyways, this was my personal favorite restaurant out of the 3 that we tried, and the dessert was good. Everything was good. I'll give their steak restaurant a 10 out of 10. I also really enjoyed their Mexican restaurant. So this one, you order your entrees and whatnot, but then they actually also had a little buffet area. So you went to that area to fix like your side items and things like that. And then they bought you out your main entree. I tried the burrito. I can't even remember what everyone else had, but we all enjoyed our meals here. I would also give this Mexican restaurant at the Riu Caribe a 10 out of 10. Okay, we also tried their like hibachi Japanese-ish restaurant, and we did not like this one at all. I mean, they had like egg rolls and sushi and things like that. It was all buffet, so you fixed everything by yourself, and we just were not impressed with this restaurant. I honestly think we ended up leaving, if I can remember correctly. Okay, so moving on to the drinks, the standard Riu all-inclusive bars and whatnot. They had a lot of different bars. This green shot was so good. I forgot the name of it, but it was really good. And, the bartenders, they fixed us literally whatever we wanted. And, yep, I had no issues with the drink. I would give it like an 8 out of 10 for your standard all-inclusive drink. Overall, I did enjoy my stay at the Riu Caribe. It wasn't my favorite Riu that I've stayed in, but, I would definitely go back again. Thank you all so much for watching.